Chapter 2 was quadratic. Chapter 2 was quadratics. And chapter 1 was indices. Algebraic expressions, indices, laws, expanding brackets. This is something you've already covered in IGCSE O levels. We discussed few questions yesterday. So this is just the basics. Do you remember these? If not, we can still solve few questions.
Can we solve a few?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get it.
Saying, can we solve a few questions?
Okay. For example, expand and simplify if possible. So starting with this question, this is 9x minus 18. Just the simplification. If I choose question from question number 3, let me say this F part. So I can see that I can take out x as common. If I take out as x as common, I'm left with 9x power 4 minus 5x square by 3x. So I can cancel out this x with this, and I'm left with 9x 4 by 3 minus 5x square by 3. Cancelling 3 with 9, I'm left with 3x4 minus 5 by 3x square. So just the simplification. Any question, simple rules from 7th, 8th, 9th standard. So 5 minus 6, 5x minus 6, this negative sign will change sign of all expressions inside it. Plus 2, so 5x minus 3x is 2x, minus x plus 2 is minus 4. Getting it?
Yes.
If we solve this question, minus 2 into 5 is minus 10y square, negative into negative is positive 14y cube, negative into positive is negative, and 2 3 times is 6y 4. There. Expanding brackets. This is multiplying brackets with each other. So x plus 5 into x plus 2. First number into first. Okay, this is solved example. Let's choose a question. So x plus 4 plus x plus 7. So x into x is x squared plus 7x plus 4x plus 7, 4 times is 28. Simplifying x square, 7 and 4 is 11x plus 28. Getting the idea? This is something which was in grade 6, 7. Now we have these 3 expressions in one and 2 in the other. So multiply first with both of these. So 5y into x is 5xy. 5y into 4 is minus 20y. Done with these two. So next is minus 2x. Minus 2x into x is minus 2x square. Minus 2 into 4 is plus 8x. 3 into x is 3x. 3 into 4 is minus 12. Now we look for alike terms to add them. I have 5xy and there is no other term in xy. So this is already simplified. So minus 20y, no other term in y, minus 20y, minus 2x square. So these two terms are in x, 8 and 3 is 11x minus 12. Yes, Mohammed Abbas.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the book you provided us, page 27, can you help me with question 7 and 8?
Page 27. Six, 27, 7 and 8. Find all roots of the following. Okay. Let me copy this on writing note. This is, remember, whenever you solve a question, it should click in your mind from which topic it is. Question 7, A part. It says f of x is equals to x6 plus 9x cube plus 8. If you look at it, this is quadratic equation. I will solve it as it is, but just to show you, if I choose to write x cube is equals to y, I can also write this as y square plus 9y plus 8. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So you actually don't need to change this. You can solve it directly as well or in this way. So we have factors 1 into 8 is 8. So either we choose 1 into 8, adding these two, we are getting 9. So we have our midterm breaking. X6 plus x cube plus 8x cube plus 8. Adding these two, we get 9. Multiplying these two, we get 8x bar 6. The next step is taking out common. X cube is here. So x cube plus 1. Taking out common, 8 is here. X cube plus 1. So solving these two, x cube plus 8 into x cube plus 1. And it says find all the roots of the function. Okay. So when it is equals to 0, first expression x cube plus 8 is equals to 0. X cube is equals to minus 8. X is equals to minus 2. Taking cube root both sides. Cube root of negative number is possible. If it would have been square, we'll reject it. X cube is equals to minus 1. So x is equals to minus 1. Cube root both sides. So roots are minus 2 and minus 1. Look at this part, E part. K of x is equals to h minus 7 square root x plus 10. If I say square root x is equals to y, so I could write y square minus 7y plus 10. You can actually replace it or solve in the same numbers and replace it at the end. So this is y square minus 7y plus 10. This is 1 and 10. So if we think about the factors of 1 and 10, it is 1 into 10 is 10. But adding and subtracting 10 and 1, we don't get 7. It is 2 into 5 is 10. So now adding 2 and 5, we get 7. So y square minus 2y minus 5y plus 10. Do you agree with these midterms? Adding these two, we
Can
get
you
7.
can you re-explain this, sir?
Yes. Adding these two, you will get minus 7. And multiplying these two, you will get 10y square.
In questions, for example, this one where to give root x, we're allowed to just change it into a different, for
That
example,
is your
y.
choice. That is your choice. Look at this. The previous question. If you had to change, this depends what you feel easy to solve. If you want to change, you can do that. If not, that's not an issue. It was easier this way, just so I don't have to look at the under root. That's why I've changed it. I took square root x as y, changed into perfect quadratic. Let me complete, you'll understand this. Taking out common from first to y, this is y minus 2. Minus 5, this is y minus 2. So my roots are y minus 5 into y minus 2. So y is equals to 5 and y is equals to 2. Now it was square root x is equals to y. I will replace it back. Square root x is equals to 2. Squaring both sides, x is equals to 25 and x is equals to 4. Getting it? If you don't want to change it, you can still solve it. Bring this here, x minus 7 square root x plus 10. This is x, and our roots were minus 2 square root x minus 5 square root x plus 10. Take few seconds and think over this. If you add these two, do you get minus 7 square root x? And multiplying these two, do you get 10x?
Yeah.
Minus 2 square root x multiplied with minus 5 square root x. So minus 2 into minus 5 is positive 10. And square root x into square root x is x. So multiplying these two, we get 10x. So it was just easier to replace, but we can still solve it without replacing. Now I'm taking out common. If I take out square root x as common, I'm left with square root x minus 2. And I take out minus 5 common, I'm left with square root x minus 2. Now these two brackets are same. Take them to one side, square root x minus 2. And the other two are square root x minus 5. And this becomes square root x is equals to 2 and square root x is equals to 5. Squaring both sides to get rid of square. Square root is 4 and x is equals to 25. So whatever you do, you get the same answers. Quadratics is same everywhere. It is just the ease of writing or looking at it. Either you replace or you do not, you get the same answers. Is this point clear? See for yourself if you've replaced it into y. Your mind and eyes accept it much easier. And if there's square root on every step, you'll be thinking or using your calculator if you've taken out common. Is that correct or not? That also depends on your practice. If you're comfortable with this, like in chapter 1, topic 1, indices, surds, if you have that much practice, you'll be comfortable with this as well. Like if I say square root 8, I can write it as 2 square root 2. This is 2 times 2 times 2 square root, making pair of these twos, 2 comes out and 2 is inside. So you have to be strong and comfortable with surds in order to choose the method done on right side. Method 2.
So in an exam style question, it wouldn't make a difference which method we did.
Any method, there's no restriction. You can choose any method. Any
I was
method which you're
asking,
strong in is the right method.
because in our old school, we didn't learn this method to replace, for example, root x with
No,
y.
no. That it wasn't there. It wasn't there at that time. You can replace the numbers. Let me show you one other example. Do you know what trigonometry is? For example, I have to write sine square x plus 5 sine x plus 6. And I'm asked to solve it. This is a quadratic equation in form of trigonometry. So it is my choice if I choose to write it like this, or I may say that let sine x is equals to y. This is just to make writing easy. So may I write y square plus 5y plus 6 because I said sine x is equals to y. So midterm breaking would be plus 2y plus 3y plus 6 y plus 2 plus 3 y plus 2. So I'm left with y plus 3 into y plus 2. And we knew that sine x was equals to y. So this is actually sine x plus 3 into sine x plus 2. If I will not be changing this, I'm writing this again, sine square x plus 5 sine x plus 6. There's mathematically no change. This is just for writing ease. So my first term is sine square x. Second would be 2 sine x plus 3 sine x plus 6. Look for yourself. Adding these two, we get 5. Multiplying these two, we get 6. Adding these two, we get 5. Multiplying these two, we get 6. So next step is taking out sine as common. So we are left with sine x plus 2. Taking out 3 common, we are left with sine x plus 2. See, these two brackets are same as it was the case here. So taking out the common bracket on one side, sine x plus 2 into sine x plus 3. See, both of these are same. This is just your writing ease. This depends on your practice. If you're comfortable, so you may choose method B. If you're comfortable, you may choose method A. There's no difference in working steps. This is just the writing ease. Are you getting it?
But can you explain question 8 now?
Okay. The function f is defined as this plus this, and this belongs to this. Okay. Write f of x in this form, and where the values are these. Okay. Question number 8. This is f of x is equals to 3 power 2x minus 28 into 3 power x plus 27. Do you find anything if I say let y is equals to something, you can write that? Do you find anything in this expression? If I have to replace it with y,
No,
what would it be?
I don't find anything.
Okay. If I say I see something resembling over here, may I write 3x? Because these are normal two numbers in very normal state. And that is 3 raised power x, which is unknown. So just for my writing ease, I'm writing let y is equals to 3 power x. Again, this is what this is indices. Chapter 1. Y is equals to 3 raised power x. If I say y square, so y square would be 3x squared. Simplifying it, may I write it as this? Having said that, I can say y square minus 28y plus 27. It will actually make no difference in working steps. Just the writing ease. It is easier for your eyes to understand, easier for your hand to write. Every step is same, just like this. These two are solved parallel. Replacing y with sine x is easy to write. So if I multiply these two, y square into 27 is 27. So 1 into 27, and these are our two factors. 1 plus 27 is 28. So y square minus y minus 27 y plus 27. Adding these two, we get negative 28. Multiplying these two, we get 27. So taking out common, this is y minus 1. And taking out common, this is minus 27, y minus 1. We have these two brackets same, y minus 1 common, and y minus 27. Now what was y? Y was 3 raised to power x. So I can say 3 raised to power x minus 1 into 3 raised to power x minus 27. What would have happened if I wouldn't have changed y is equals to 3 power x? Everywhere where I've written y, I would have been written 3 raised to power x. I would have been writing 3 raised to power x. So if you compare this with your exact question, it said 3 raised to power x minus a, this here, and 3 raised to power x minus b. So values of a and b. A is equals to 1, B is equals to 27 in either order. In either order, because both are same. Where A and B are real constants, so it is 1 and 27. Getting the point? And when it says find the two roots, so 3 raised to power x is equals to 1 and 3 raised to power x is equals to 27. 27 is 3 cube. Therefore, x is equals to 3. And in this case, anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Comparing these two, x is equals to 0. So your roots are x is equals to 0 and 3.
And one more example.
One more example to replace. If you have any question in mind, you may choose, or we can take it out from here as well. If I say this D part, x power 10 and x power 5,
Wait, F part seems harder,
oh,
no?
F part, m of x is equals to 2x power 2 by 3 plus 2x power 1 by 3 minus 12. Now I have to look for something which resembles. So we have this x and x. This is 1 by 3 something. This is 2 by 3 something. If I
X
say,
to the power of 1 over 3 equal Y.
very good, x power 1 by 3 equals y. So what will be y square? This will be x 2 by 3. Do you agree? Do you agree or are you confused?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So I can rightly say this is 2y square plus 2y minus 12, right? This is now easy to look and easy to write. So 2 into 12 is actually 24, negative 24y square. So factors are 1 into 24 or 2 into 12. Why am I still writing it? Because I'm not getting 2. Adding these two or subtracting these two is not 2. 2 and 12, we get 14 and 10. So 3 into 8, adding these two is 11, subtracting these two is 5. So this is not our answer. 4 into 6, this may give me my answer. 4 plus 6 is 10, but 6 minus 4 is 2. And multiplying these two, we can get 24. So adjusting our middle terms, and this is plus 6y and minus 4y. Adding these two, I get 2. Multiplying these two, I get minus 24. So 2y left with y plus 3 minus 4, y plus 3, taking out common, y plus 3 times 2y minus 4. And let me see what the demand of question was. Find all the roots. Okay. So this is the simplified form. We can say y plus 3 is equals to 0 and 2y minus 4 is equals to 0. So 2y is equals to 4, y is equals to 2, and y is equals to minus 3. And our main question was x raised to the power 1 by 3. If I say x raised to power 1 by 3 is equal to minus 3, taking cube on both sides, x is equals to negative 27. And on the other half, x raised to power 1 by 3 is equals to 2. Taking cube on both sides, x is equals to 8. Getting it?
Stand this now. Thanks.
You're welcome. If you didn't go through this, yesterday we discussed that at least just scroll this book and see, like you may look at it for like 10 to 12 seconds. Like look at this question and see if you remember how to solve this. If no, please practice even the solved questions. This is from your O levels. And this is very much the thing which we've just used. And coming down here, we did surds yesterday. This indices, negative indices.